Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary viewer engage ho jn our video ko ntk deken title, The Silent Moon. The moon hung low and pale above the empty road. Its light felt cold, almost heavy, pressing down on the night. I stopped walking when the air around me suddenly changed. The forest grew too quiet, as if every sound had been erased. My footsteps sounded loud, unnatural, inside my own ears. A sharp smell of damp earth filled my nose. The trees stood frozen, their shadows stretching like long fingers. I looked up at the moon again. It did not glow. It watched. A chill ran slowly across my skin. My breath became shallow, uneven. I felt as if something nearby was listening to every thought. The silence grew thicker, harder to breathe through. Behind me, the ground made a soft cracking sound. I did not turn around. My heart began to pound against my ribs. The moonlight suddenly dimmed, as if swallowed. Darkness spilled across the path in front of me. A low vibration passed through the air, felt more than heard. My hands started to tremble without permission. The smell changed into something metallic and sharp. The shadows began to move, slowly separating from the trees. I realized the moon was no longer in the sky. It was closer. It hovered just above the treetops, silent and watching. Its surface looked cracked, like dry skin stretched too far. A faint glow pulsed beneath it, slow and uneven. The air grew heavier with each pulse. My legs felt rooted to the ground. I tried to swallow, but my throat felt tight and dry. A distant rustling came from the forest, circling me. Leaves shifted without wind, branches bent without sound. The moon lowered further, close enough for me to see dark stains across its face. They looked like shadows trapped under glass. The vibration in the air intensified, crawling through my bones. My ears rang with pressure, not noise. Sweat gathered along my spine despite the cold. The road beneath my feet darkened, as if soaked by invisible water. I noticed faint markings carved into the ground. Symbols twisted into shapes that hurt to look at for too long. My eyes burned, yet I could not look away. The smell of metal thickened, mixing with decay. Something brushed lightly against my ankle. I flinched, breath catching in my chest. The ground moved, not shaking, but breathing. Slow, deliberate rises and falls beneath my boots. A low hum came from the moon, vibrating through my skull. Memories surfaced without warning. Places I had never been. Voices I had never heard. They pressed against my thoughts, demanding attention. The trees leaned inward, forming a narrow corridor. Their bark split open, revealing dark hollow spaces within. I sensed movement inside those hollows. Watching, waiting. The moonlight poured down, pinning me in place. My shadow stretched unnaturally long, twisting at the edges. It moved a second too late, like it belonged to someone else. A sharp pain pulsed behind my eyes. Images flashed across my vision. A figure standing where I stood now. A sky without stars. A moon screaming without sound. The humming stopped abruptly. Silence crashed down, sudden and violent. My ears strained, desperate for any sound. My heart hammered louder than before. The moon opened. A thin line split across its surface. Light spilled from the opening, bright and blinding. The air screamed as pressure crushed inward. I dropped to my knees, palms pressing into the breathing earth. The symbols beneath me glowed faintly. Heat seeped into my skin. The smell of burning stone filled my lungs. Something emerged from the split in the moon. Not a shape, not a creature, more like an absence. A place where reality bent away. The trees began to tremble. Their roots tore free from the soil. They leaned toward the opening, pulled by an unseen force. I felt the same pull deep in my chest. My thoughts slowed, dragged toward that light. Whispers returned, clearer now. They spoke my name with unfamiliar voices. My vision blurred as tears formed without emotion. The ground beneath me cracked open. A deep hollow yawned wide, glowing from below. Cold air rushed upward, carrying distant echoes. Hands pressed against my back. Not touching skin, but pressing through space. Guiding, forcing. The moon descended until it filled the sky. Its light erased the forest behind it. There was only the road, the symbols, and the opening above. My shadow detached completely, standing upright beside me. It turned its head slowly. I felt its gaze without seeing eyes. The whispers grew louder, merging into a single command. My body rose without effort, feet lifting from the ground. The road fell away beneath me. The opening in the moon widened further. Inside, shapes shifted like liquid darkness. Time felt stretched thin, fragile. My heartbeat slowed, each beat echoing endlessly. The air smelled sharp, electric. The forest vanished completely. Only light and shadow remained. The shadow reached for me. Its touch felt familiar. Too familiar. The symbols on the ground flared brightly. Heat surged through my veins. The pull intensified, tearing at every thought. I sensed a boundary breaking. A final layer peeling away. The moon filled my vision. The whispers stopped all at once. Something waited beyond the light. The pull suddenly released. My body dropped back onto the road. The impact knocked the air from my lungs. The light vanished in an instant. Darkness rushed in, complete and suffocating. I lay still, afraid to breathe. Slowly, sound returned. Crickets. Wind moving through leaves. The ordinary